Hello students, welcome to our afternoon read aloud. Today I'm going to read a book to you about voting, making a connection to tomorrow, Election Day. So here it is, it's My Mom Votes. Let me get my glasses on. And on the front I can see some women, and it looks like they're in a what we call a polling place because they have some shields, because what you vote is your own business. Like you don't have to tell people who you vote for, right? And here it says polling place. Okay, so let's go ahead, and on the back there's just lots of writing about some of the other books in the series. My Mom Votes by Louie Simpson. My Mom Votes. Oh, and there's like a little symbol for Virginia and the cardinal, because this is a book from a series with some other books that have information about Virginia. Ooh, and I know this is a real information book because right away I see a table of contents. So, all about voting, our leaders, going to vote, where we vote, who can vote, glossary, index, and teacher notes. So that's all the stuff we're going to learn in this book. Okay, the heading. All about voting. So this looks like a ballot, and there's some kids raising their hands. That's just like in the big book, right? There was a picture of kids voting in school. Do you know what it means to vote? Voting means that you pick something. When you vote for something, you pick it above all other things. Sometimes we vote in school. We vote to tell our teacher what we want to do or what games we want to play. I asked my mom if she votes. She votes to elect the leaders of our country. Electing something means that many people voted for it. My mom says that voting is important because it lets us decide who leads our country. Our leaders make rules and laws. Rules and laws tell us how to live. And it's not, of course, just the leaders of our whole country. It's also the leaders in our state and in our county and for our schools, right? It goes all the way down to our communities too. Our leaders. The most important leader in our country is the president. We elect a president every 4 years. Do you know when the next president will be elected? What a question! Tomorrow! We also have leaders in our towns and cities and counties. Arlington is special because we are a county all on its own. So we're a county. Each state has leaders too. We vote to make these people our leaders. And that's the White House, right, where the president lives. Many people want to be leaders. People who want to be elected are called candidates. Candidates spend a lot of time talking to people. Each candidate has different ideas about how to make our country great. They make speeches to tell us about their ideas. Okay, so we're learning about candidates, who are the people who want to be our leaders, and speeches are the words that they talk about, the things they tell us that they want to do to make our country better. Going to vote. My mom learns about every candidate. She likes to know how every person feels. This helps her decide who to vote for. On election day, my mom wakes up really early. She votes before work. Some of her friends vote during the day. My mom votes at a building in my town. So polling places, right, where you go to vote can be in many different, some of them are in our school. Key School is actually a polling place for that area around there. And also, you don't always have to go vote in person, right? Many of us vote ahead of time by mail or by dropping our ballot at a ballot location. My mom votes using a voting booth. The voting booth keeps her vote secret. Nobody else can see whom she picks. This makes our elections fair. Where we vote. On election day, we vote at many places. Where do your parents vote? School, library, church, government buildings. So these are the different places you might go to vote if you were voting in person, right? And I told you Key School is a voting place, right, for us. My mom votes for the candidate she agrees with the most. The candidate who gets the most votes wins the election. My mom is happy that she can vote. Voting can change something we don't like. It can also make good things happen. Who can vote? If you want to vote, you must be 18 or older. You must also be a citizen. That means you were born in the United States or became a member of the country. My mom says all Americans have the right to vote. Everyone can vote, no matter who they are or where they live. A long time ago, some people didn't have this right. African Americans and women couldn't vote for a long time. This wasn't fair. Our leaders changed the law so everybody could vote. Now everybody is equal. This is the best part of being an American. My mom votes whenever we have an election. It shows that she loves her country. I can't wait until I can vote. Okay. And a glossary here at the end. A glossary, remember, is near the end of an information book or a nonfiction book, and it tells you special new words and what they mean. So some of the words we learned about: booth, a small closed space. So it's like the booth is the place that you go into so that you can do your voting. Like there, this man is coming out of the booth and these two people are still in their booth, okay, to do your voting in private. Candidate, somebody who runs in an election. So that was on this page and showing about how candidates are people who want to be our leaders, and they go around talking to people and making speeches to convince people to vote for them, to convince people that they have shared ideas, that they want the same thing for their country or their state or their county or their school. Election is the act of picking a leader, equal when things are the same for everybody, and speech is a talk to a group of people. Then at the very end it has an index, and remember, an index is where it has important words and the page number where you can find them. So since I got to do something at the end of the book, I like this part right here, and it talks about the child saying, I can't wait to vote, right? Because in my family, now we have two people who can vote. It is the first time that my two big teenagers can vote for a president, because my son is 19 and my daughter is 18, and they were really excited to make sure that they got their ballot so that they could vote, right? They've been waiting a long time to vote and to vote for our president. So that's the connection for me between this book and my family, right? So instead of my mom votes, I said my kids vote. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed our read aloud. Be sure to keep washing your hands, cover your coughs and sneezes, do some reading, do some writing, help your family around the house, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.